The visitors went into the game unbeaten in their previous 7 matches and sitting second in the table. Shelbourne were looking for their 3rd win in a row. Eamon Donohoe watched this one.
4 wins in a row before Friday, 3 of them on the road. Drogheda United looked to continue their Euro push with a win over Shells at Talca Park. Peter Hines scored against his old club in April, but was some ways off on this occasion. But the lead goal came after 12 minutes. Declan O'Brien's free kick spilled by Chris Bennion, and Cathal Brady was quickest to react. It was a moment to forget for one former Monaghan United player, while at the other end, another was more fortunate, as Alan Byrne's clumsy control led to penalty appeals from sections of the home support. Shell's boss Alan Mathews was looking to make it 3 straight wins. Keith Dawson got the ball into a dangerous area. Gabriel Sava had to be alert. Stephen Paisley has a reputation for being dangerous on set pieces and would have had an equaliser, but for Alan Byrne's intervention. The second half was exciting and not short of incident. Hines was the only change to the side that beat St Pat's the previous week, and he set up Declan O'Brien. But United's all-time leading goal scorer couldn't steer the ball past Bennion. Philip Hann did, but not enough to get his first goal of the season. By now, Drogheda were on top, and O'Brien was in the thick of the action. He's arguably playing the best football since his European heroics with St Pat's in 2009. He was inches away from doubling Drogheda's lead. There was plenty of fight in Shells, as you'd expect from a side managed by Alan Mathews, and they applied some pressure of their own. Kevin Dawson's volley was good, and Sava's save was even better. With 16 minutes remaining, Shells pegged United back in spectacular fashion. Conan, Byrne, Dawson and Lorcan Fitzgerald were involved, and aided by Alan Byrne's slip. Conan Byrne found the space, and the finish left Sava scrambling. Shelbourne's tails were up by now. Byrne could have had another 4 minutes later. Anything might have taken it beyond Sava, but not to be. This Drogheda side, however, are perhaps the fittest in the division, and typically they finish the match strong. 9 of their 30 league goals this season have come in the final 20 minutes, and they pressed to win this one. Sean Brennan was almost a hero, to the relief of Chris Bennion and the home support. With 5 minutes remaining, the home side were reduced to 10 men. Stephen Paisley impeded Declan O'Brien. Paisley was sent off in similar circumstances in the previous meeting in Hunky Dory's Park. The Shells would have to withstand a late charge with just 10 men. The resulting free kick saw Hann go close again. But the winner would come deep into stoppage time. Shelbourne struggled to clear their lines, and Gavin Brennan's attempted cross was missed by everyone, including Bennion, to make it 2-1. It was his 3rd goal in as many weeks, and a crucial one, as it sealed a 5th win in a row for United. Shelbourne left to rue some missed chances and a red card for a key player.
You give credit to Drogheda, they physical, strong side, put us under pressure from set pieces, and we had to work very hard to get back to level pegging. I thought we would have pushed on and win the game. Then Conan had a good opportunity. Kevin Dawson, the keeper, pulled off a really good save. But overall, more disappointment than positives. But we'll get going again tomorrow, and we'll get ready for the game next week.
I think the last few weeks to go to the likes of Oriel Park, to Brandywell, Pats last week, and now tonight get 4 away wins. There's a good belief in the lads, and I thought to get a late goal show that belief we have at the current moment.
It's an interesting point that Mick makes there, Pat. You know, confidence just seems to be going through the veins of these Drogheda players like something else.
Yeah, what's impressing me is the winning games in different ways, with different heroes popping up at different moments. And I don't think it's a coincidence that Mick Cook has gone to Drogheda and suddenly things have improved. He's a very experienced man, very nice man. Was a very good player, but was under the managerial radar for many, many years. And the job he did at Monaghan, you know, got a little bit of credit, and then Roddy went on and took them up. But since he's gone to Drogheda, I mean, for them to be where they are now, I don't think they can win the league. But I'm looking at a game, I think it's August the 6th, where they're entertaining Sligo Rovers. The Sligo Rovers' priority has to be the league. I think that Mick Cook if he could win a trophy this year and semi-final of the League Cup
match,
home game or the EA Sports Cup, I think that'd be a wonderful vindication of the work that he's done there. He's just a magnificent individual, and you know, people. I hear other managers when they play against him talk about, oh, they're dangerous from set pieces and they're big and strong or they're direct. You know, the kind of the insults that, you know, some managers give you when you're with a team that are doing well. You know what? They won't care what people say about them. They're winning games.
I'm almost afraid to ask this question, having just listened to what you were saying there. But they did get a bit of help from Shelbourne in terms of the goals they scored the other night, didn't they?
Yeah, but that's, you know, the goalkeeper was shocking, wasn't he? I mean, you know, he's a good goalkeeper. He's had a very, very poor night. But if you look at Cathal Brady's finish, you know, how many times do you see, you know, he's on the move, look, and he gets the right side of the defender. That's skill, okay. Look at his movement now. He's anticipating exactly what you want a striker to do. And, you know, the goals from 30 yards get all the credit. Well, that's a fantastic finish. What's this? Put it into a dangerous area. You know, it's gone to the back of the net. And, you know, I mean, he's having a great season, Gavin, Brennan. Really top player.
Tony, your doppelganger got sent off for the second time this season against Drogheda, Stephen Paisley. We can have a look at it here. I'm interested now to hear what you have to say about this. Deserved or not?
Look, as a centre-half, previous centre-half, I felt sorry for him when I was watching it, but for me, he puts his hand across and he knows where the player is. And I think he is last man, so once the referee makes that decision that he's touched him, he has to go.
Are we in agreement?
See,
Come on, make your mind up. Come on.
as a centre forward, I'd be saying, you know, I'm through and going, I'm going to score. That would be my thinking of it. So if I get any touch, I mean, realistically, me, would I have gone down? Probably not, unless it was serious contact. So it's soft, but he has to go. The letter of the law says he has to go.
Yeah, I think the referee's spot on. I'll tell you why, because he's put his hand out. That's his attempt to defend. He catches the player goes down. He's the last man, has to go.
Does he agree with me?
Listen, I think you're all going to agree, and Pat, I might put this to you as a former striker. Conan Byrne's goal for Shelbourne is out of the highest drawer of any set of drawers you might come across.
It's a marvellous strike. I mean, he started to move it himself, and he's come inside and he's sort of looking, you know, he's doing nothing, then he's asking for a lovely little dummy, goes inside, marvellous strike. I mean, that's top draw. I mean, you're not going to see much better than that anywhere. I mean, you know, his technique, everything is correct. Keeper, no chance. And the interesting about it, he's not really even celebrating it after. But what is interesting to me, I mean, he scores a fabulous goal, but he had a fantastic chance after that where he just didn't go to the 6-yard box to put it in.
What's interesting to me, Conor, is you went to him to describe that goal because you said, you know, he's the striker. Well, you ever see Pat Morley score from that distance?
Never.
No, mine would have been the 6-yard one, can't get in there because they
You
all
would have scored the one that he missed in the 6-yard box. That's true. And now we'll have a look at the Premier Division table and see how it looks after last weekend's matches. Sligo Rovers 4 points clear from Drogheda United, with St Pat's a further 3 points back, another 3 points to Shamrock Rovers in 4th position. At the bottom, UCD on 11 after that draw yesterday. Dundalk 3 points ahead of them, and both of those sides with the game in hand on Bray Wanderers, who have 17.